So today's video is going to be kind of interesting because we're going to be doing a fan roundup. A fan roundup. That don't even make sense. A fan roundup, which means that I'm going to be using fans that you would normally put on a radiator or in a system in a case, and you need to have air cooling into the system to make sure it keeps all your components cool, so therefore you can get better performance when you're gaming or video editing or being sound engineering or whatever you want to call it. You want a computer that performs very well, so you need to have optimized cooling. So basically I'm going to go through a few fans that I trust, like a few manufacturers I trust, and then we're going to take it from there to see about PWM and obviously DC, and see like the distance of where air will travel from one part to another part of the piece of paper, just to do some very simple testing that you can see with your own visuals, and then take it from there. And also price and performance is definitely a virtue, as well as aesthetics, to make sure that if you've got tempered glass on the side and you really want a fan to look really nice, as well as your water cooling build, or if you're doing CPU air cooling, that everything looks nice and it's very color corrected or color coded right. So I'm going to be starting off with BeQuiet Silent Wings 3, and yeah, we're going to go through all the specs and everything with you, and then it's just a few companies that I actually trust and what is decent of 2017. And maybe from years ago they were still making fans, but 2017 is a fan roundup, and I really want to know which is good and what's good for radiators, what's good for CPU air coolers, and what's good just in general with the paper going like this. So let's find out. quite surprised with the overall fan scores after doing the fan roundup, and obviously BeQuiet Silent Wings 3 for the 140mm version, that won on top, with being the price at $19.99 and an RPM speed of 1000 RPM speed, and the decibels weren't too loud and it actually pushed air in a straight line, which was quite cool. And then for the 120mm fans, Anidees, which I was very shocked indeed. Now them fans look really nice, but they are really aesthetically pleasing, but I just can't believe the actual difference. So I would have thought like the BeQuiet might have won, or Black Noise, or even Noctua would have won, but no, Anidees stayed on top at £12.90 with an RPM speed of 1200 RPM speed, and looked aesthetically pleasing, and won for the 120mm fans place. So yeah, impressive. Let's see 50 likes come onto this channel just purely for part 2, which is obviously me connecting it all up to a radiator and checking the static pressure of the fans. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this version, as this took ages, but it just proves a point that the case is actually not that big. They're not going to be a meter long, other than Case Labs. They're like really quite big cases, or the Lees, and yeah. But oh yeah, and tables, desks, you know, like when you're doing a computer desk and you put it all together and all that, yeah, you're going to need quite a long space of cubic air feet going through the case, so yeah. But anyway, this was over like a meter and a bit, and it shows that it can, I could feel like the air, but certain ones were, the air was really straight and it's like splashing out at the end. Some of them were really good with aesthetics and everything like that. But what I want to know is, what do you think? What do you guys think of what fans you've seen? What do you rate it? Leave it down in the comments down below. Don't forget to share this video so everyone else can see it, and don't forget to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. I'll understand, as I said, and basically subscribe if you like this content and you want to see future more episodes like this and different stuff. And also remember, try and get as many likes as possible if you want to see part 2, and I'll get it done. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you next one.